The American School for the Deaf in West Hartford, known around the world, has a long history of helping the deaf and hard of hearing. Its beginnings started in 1814 when Yale graduate and ordained clergyman Thomas Gallaudet met Dr. Mason Cogwell's family, including his deaf daughter Alice. My guest is Executive Director Jeffrey Bravin and ASL interpreter Heidi Catalan. Welcome to you both.
Thank you so much for having me here today. I look forward to having this conversation with you.
All right, tell me more about the history of the school.
So the school was founded, as you shared, because of Reverend Thomas Gallaudet. He had met a young girl named Alice Cogswell, who was Dr. Cogswell's daughter. And he saw that this girl had the potential to be educated. He was wearing a large hat, and Alice kept looking at the hat, and he wrote the word hat in the sand, and she made the connection, and he realized he could be educated. So he went to Europe to look for the right kind of education, and he met a French deaf man named Laurent Claire, who was an educator in France, and he brought this deaf man to America, and he said, just contract with me for 3 years and help me establish a school, but he ended up staying here for life. They founded the school to make sure that deaf students would be able to receive the right kind of education, and the rest is history.
You serve children from what age to what age, and what programs do you have at the school?
We serve children from birth to 22 years old, and we have a birth to 3 program under the state of Connecticut. We serve all children that have been identified with a hearing loss throughout the entire state and their families. Then from there, we have a preschool program all the way up to serving students that are 22 years old. And we have 2 main programs on campus. The first one is our core academic program. And that is for students who are taking just regular classes, just like you would see students taking classes in a public school. It's just the communication modality is they're being educated through American Sign Language and English. We also have what we call our PACES program. That is our residential treatment program that serves deaf and hard of hearing children with emotional or behavioral disorders, and it really helps them to grow and thrive. We are open 24/7, 365 days a year. We are never closed, and those 2 are our main on-campus programs. However, we do so much more. We have an outreach program where we provide supports to the public schools for any child identified with a hearing loss. We also have our amazing summer camp, Isla Bella, and that is a camp located up in Salisbury, Connecticut. And every summer, we serve 150 students from across the world who come for that program. We also established a brand new online academy where we're able to provide education online to students across the globe. And we have over 200 students currently enrolled in that program. So those are just a few of the many programs we offer at the school.
How should the hearing world respect and treat the deaf?
Treat us as equals. It's funny, yesterday I had another interview with another individual talking about technology and the deaf community. We have new technology that is coming out every day. We have glasses that have captioning, so the interpreter even can show up on the lens of your glasses.
And the deaf community has its own language as well, correct?
Oh yes, that is very true. At our school, we teach both American Sign Language and English. We do English through spoken language, reading and writing, so that the students have the ability to acquire both languages.
Thank you both for being here and educating us about this. It's near and dear to my heart because my grandbaby was born deaf, and I will be learning American Sign Language. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us, and thank you for continuing to raise awareness around this.
You bet. And if you'd like to know more about the American School for the Deaf in West Hartford, go to WTNH.com or the News 8 app.